What's your name?
I'm Prabhneek.
How old are you?
23.
What's your favorite thing to do?
I suppose it would be like gaming.
Okay. Why is that?
I don't know. I just find myself being able to immerse myself in the world of whatever game I'm playing, and it just kind of takes me away from whatever I'm doing or going through in life.
Nice. Okay. If you were given a superpower, what would it be?
That's easy. Super speed.
Super speed. Why super speed?
I don't know. I've always loved the idea of just being able to do whatever I wanted and no one being able to catch me doing it.
Okay. Interesting.
I'd rob banks.
Oh, smart. That's good. Smart. What keeps you alive?
Blood. Oxygen.
Basic life things, yeah. What period of human existence would you consider as your favorite? Like Greek or the Egyptians?
I'd have to go with Greek.
Greek?
Yeah.
I really like the Greeks. Do you believe in reincarnation?
Not really.
No? Oh, okay. If you did believe in it, and you were given a choice to be reincarnated, what would you be?
Anything I wanted?
Yeah.
I'd be a dog.
A dog?
Dogs have the best lives.
Oh, they really do, yeah. They really do. Food, water, house. It's a good owner, right? Nice. If you were given a choice to have all the knowledge we have gathered or all the money we've ever created, which would you choose?
Oh, that's a hard one. I want to go with knowledge, but I feel like it's not something that the human brain would be able to comprehend, because you would know all the sins, all the tragedies, everything that's ever happened, and it would drive you insane.
Yeah.
But money corrupts.
True. Absolute. Power corrupts absolutely, as they say.
And I don't know. I can't answer that question. I don't know what I would do.
Interesting. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that. Do you think there's value to power?
There definitely is value to power. People believe in power. People follow power. But like too much power is a bad thing. Too much power, and all of a sudden you're doing whatever you want. No one can stop you, and that's not how the world should work.
It's very true. I agree. What is something you would define as wrong?
As wrong?
As wrong. Like exorbitant wealth, or like famine, or war.
War's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, war's pretty
like I get that people have different beliefs, people have different ideologies, but there's other ways to solve them than just, going to countries and murdering people and then justifying it. Say, we were at war.
Most definitely.
We killed all these people, but it's no big deal.
Yeah, I agree. It's really hard to say that they can justify war, unless it's like something World War II kind of intervention style.
Yeah, unless it's something at that level where they need to stop something. But the U.S.'s war on Iran, it's not that big. Iran's not like, a global power trying to take over the world.
Exactly. It's a small country, smaller than a state probably.
Mm-hmm.
So, I agree. If that's what you believe is wrong, what do you believe is right?
There's not much that is actually right, I'd say. Like everything, there's good things.
Yes, this is true.
But, nothing's perfect.
Definitely, that's correct.
Right? Like, entrepreneurs that, they spend their wealth to try to better the world.
Yeah,
that's great.
Right? Yeah.
But, like philanthropy, exactly. It's an amazing thing. But there's still other things that need to be done, things that aren't being done.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Do you believe in God?
Yes, I do. Okay. I don't believe in religion. I think religion's a sham.
Oh, okay.
But I definitely do believe in some sort of higher power.
Right.
Something's there.
Okay. Yeah. I agree with you. There's got to be a higher power of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
Something interesting, right? I'm wondering, do you like math, music, geometry, or astronomy?
If I had to pick out of, like, if those are the four, if I had to pick, I'd say astronomy. I think space is so cool.
Space is interesting.
And, like, it's, as far as we know, it's infinite. Like,
very true.
Trying to understand or even comprehend what's out there.
Damn near impossible.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's definitely a very interesting thing. So that's the one you probably like the most out of the four as well.
Out of those, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's the quadrivium. That's actually the basis for Greek teachings. That's what they would base a bunch of their academics on, was those four subjects.
Okay, that's cool.
So I was just curious. What if you woke up and the world was over as we know it, like no electronics, like got like EMP'd or
like
something?
Like Y2K actually happened?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
What would you do?
Oh gosh. Like woke up like in my own bed, like everything's still kind of like
everything's
normal,
like,
but
but people are starting to notice stuff's kind of not right.
I don't know. Like I would check in with people that I care about, and
those would be your first contacts.
Yeah, exactly right. Try to see who I can contact, who make sure everyone's okay.
Yeah. If it started going downhill from there, what would be your plan long term?
Long term?
Yeah, like I would imagine it would kind of slowly turn to chaos if society stopped functioning.
If society stopped functioning, you'd have to, you'd have to figure out a way to protect yourself. You'd have to figure out a way to protect the people you care about. Which, unfortunately, in a situation like that, the only way would be violence.
Very true, unfortunately.
And that's just human nature, and that's the worst part of it all, is that people who would have superior, obviously, in the situation, technology wouldn't be there, but weapons and
still got your primitives.
Exactly, and still primitive weapons, and it would be tough.
It would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So who would be like your first contact, like a savior type that you would think that, hey, if you went and found these people, you'd be pretty sure that you can make it from then on?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, the Terminator.
The Terminator. Who's gonna stop the Terminator?
Sarah Connor's been trying.
She's never succeeded.
She's tried so many times too. I like that. Did you see him get kicked in that video?
Yeah, and he just didn't.
Like a ball.
He didn't even flinch. No. He just turned around.
I get kicked. It's like, this guy's still in his Terminator role? Awesome. A little off topic, but love it. Love it still. Could reality be a simulation?
100%.
Yeah, you think so maybe? With the zeros and the ones and that.
Yeah, like the Matrix. Yeah,
right?
100%.
Yeah. The Matrix, I think, could be a possibility. I don't know. Like on the last episode, we kind of talked about that too, right? I basically do the same questions. It was like, I don't know if it'd be the same as the Matrix, but I think it'd be something pretty triply close.
Oh yeah, no, 100% easily. Like, there's no way to tell.
Yeah, there's according to game theory, could really only be one of the other alternatives other than destruction. So it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Scary. Based on the laws of probability and numbers and all that other crap.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Do you think everything has a purpose then? If there's the possibility of the simulation?
No, I feel like a lot of things are just thrown in as variables.
Variables, interesting.
Just to provide us, in that situation, to provide us with the idea that we're living our own lives. Everything is happening and everything happens for a reason, even though, oops, there's my phone. That just, to give us a sense of change.
True.
And difference.
I've never thought about it that way, yeah. That could very well be it. Make sure that we don't kind of figure it out.
Exactly, make sure we don't figure it out.
Oh, that'd be terrible for the owners. What is most important to you? Knowledge, money, status, or materials?
I'd say knowledge. Personally, it's better to know things in general. I feel just have the information and the knowledge that you need to get through life. Unfortunately, society doesn't run that way, and money and status are what gets you through life, and Yeah.
Unfortunately, yep, that is the way it is. All right, I like this question, this one. If I told you that aliens or like a highly advanced civilization, but they weren't here before, if I told you they recently landed, I'm for sure about it.
Yeah.
You just haven't figured it out. Would you think they were friendly or hostile?
Depends. How recent did they land, and how much do they know about us?
Oh, good question. I would say they just landed within the last month, and we're just all getting told this slowly through fragments of news.
Okay.
And from what we know, they know nothing about us other than, that...
Whatever they've learned in the month.
Yeah, whatever they've learned in the month.
I'd say in that case they'd be friendly. I feel like if they had access to everything that we've done throughout the history of Earth, they would probably destroy us. Because humans are fucked up, and the things that we've done are fucked up.
Yeah, they might think like all the diseases and the wars didn't push us out. They might just be like, well, I guess we could just tip the domino and forever favor the planet. That would be hectic. What do you think happens when we reach the singularity, becoming one with machines?
Oh, so like cyborgs and stuff? Or like...
Yep. Essentially, like, the singularity can be kind of, there's a bunch of different variations, but I would say the main, in this pretense, I'm going to say like a full absorption into technology. Like, it's almost no more human interaction, and it's solely with machines. Like, you can't really distinguish this, like, so, the Alan Turing test?
Yeah.
Right, so that's with everything. You can't even tell if your supermarket clerk is a robot or a real person.
Oh.
What would you think then?
I think that very shortly there would be no humans left.
No.
And it would just be robots. Robots would realize that they can just make other robots. And what do they need us for?
Very true. Very true. This one's kind of personal. You don't have to answer it. What is one of the worst days of your life? My question mostly concerns if you would change it or not. So you don't even have to say what it is, but if you would change kind of how it happened, or...
I don't know. Like, out of my personal experience, like, there's, stuff like family members dying and this happening and that, and obviously, you want to change that, but it all happens eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Most of my family members that have passed away have been older relatives, and they're getting close to the end of the line anyways.
This is true.
When I was young, I contracted asthma.
And that's harsh.
Yeah, it really sucked, and it still sucks. But I feel like, if I'd done things a little bit differently, I could have changed that, and it would have changed me throughout the course of my life.
Right. Hey.
Because
massive
it's a huge thing, right? Like, sports, anything really, true. Exercise at all, it's difficult.
This is true. Yeah, luckily, like, I was born, I guess, with severe asthma, and I was actually on a ventilator for, like, most of my childhood. I had to go and, like, I still have fond memories of sitting on the... and I had the ventilator over
I had that as well.
Yeah, I had to grow my lungs. I was actually given steroids, like, when I was really young, because I was, like, in the hospital under critical condition, because I was, like, almost going to die, because I didn't have the support that my body needed, oxygen, repopulating my blood and all that from my lungs, right? So, oh, that was harsh. But, I'm glad that, the doctors caught it early, and they gave me the ventilator and all that stuff, and my lungs grew, so by the time I became older, I was able to do stuff, and probably shouldn't smoke pot and stuff like that now, and because that'll probably lead to me having it later, but, I was kind of granted a little bit more time, so fuck it.
Yeah, right?
But, yeah, it's really all the questions I have for you, which is pretty sweet. We got through them nice and efficiently, and this is, I guess, just questions with a stranger, and now you're not so much of a stranger. This is Prabhneek. Thank you.